Hey guys, um, I just wanted to get some truth going on up in here because I'm all about read om. um, some of the people who haven't quite awoken yet, they always have the argument. I know somebody who died. I know somebody who like, it just cracks me up. I'm like, it's got nothing to do with people dying. People are dying of getting hit by cars every day. People are dying of the common flu and the cold too. It's not an argument. The argument is, or the thing is, things are going on behind the scenes that people are not aware of and oblivious to, actually, and they're not even open to hearing about it because they've been so brainwashed. So, to those people, this is really a time of making good, moral, sound decisions based on integrity. It's about God versus humanism, even. And humanism meaning like materialism, 3D stuff, like really feeling that your safety lies in money, or really feeling like it's all about your status and upholding your status and all that kind of stuff, like just 3D stuff. So those of us who know what's going on behind the scenes, the nefarious reasons for all of this going down, we rely on God. God created our bodies. God created our immune systems. So we know and have complete confidence in God's ability to heal us. I mean, and as you guys know, I am a healer and I heal people through energy. So, and we can heal ourselves through energy as well. But everything is energy and everything is placebos. Whatever you believe to be true will be true for you. So basically, we need to choose God at this time in every way, shape, and form. And for those of you who being put up against the wall as to make this decision to keep your job, or to, like anybody up against the wall right now, I really feel for you. And, we're all in this great awakening together. And unfortunately, some of us are being made to feel incredibly uncomfortable, but just remember though, God has got your back. So make the right decision. When it comes to every little thing that you do, make sure that you're checking in with your intuition, which is God, group of deities, okay? God is one with everyone. We are one with everyone. So make a good, sound decision out of integrity. God gave you a body for a reason. We don't need to inject ourselves with anything, okay? Our bodies can heal themselves. We just give them some really great stuff that a lot of, if you guys don't know, there are a lot of people who can give you all kinds of wonderful recommendations to detox your body of those things. And also to boost your immune system and help you to not be able to get any illness, no matter what they start making everybody afraid of. You can take care of everything just by being you and realizing who you are, your true, authentic self, beyond the personality, beyond the meat suit. So once you realize who you are, you become empowered and you become sovereign and you become, one with God. One with God, and he's got your back in every way, shape, and form. So just know that. And if I were you, being threatened to lose my job or whatever that is, just stand your ground and make sure that they let you know why it is that you are being, rejected from your job, that you're being fired or whatever, that it's because you wouldn't take that thing. Then you take that little piece of paper and you join a class action lawsuit. Because these class action lawsuits are going to be pretty damn juicy, guys. You want to jump on that bandwagon. You don't want to jump on the bandwagon of the people who are choosing evil. And I say evil only because, they're basically giving into sin. Now, sin is just a lack of alignment with God. It's choosing fear over love. So at this time, I think the crucial decision everyone needs to make is to keep coming back to love, choosing love over fear. Now, also an incredible, wonderful download I got overnight is that many people who were on the nefarious side, just the minions that are left doing the dirty work, many of them are really checking themselves right now. They're asking themselves whether they really want to stay on this boat or not, in terms of like whatever's been supporting this, you know. A lot of them are being financially supported by the dark side, or they have been, which is going to stop. And, you know, those people know that the dark side has no loyalty whatsoever. So yeah, they're like, okay, where do I go? What do I do? They're kind of scrambling right now. So I want those people to know, anyone who might be watching who's thinking of going, you know, to the light from the dark, there is still hope. God still has your back, and God isn't what you think. And the dark side duped you too, making you think that, you know, it was all empowering when it wasn't. And through fear, it dominated you, perhaps. And now it's time to take your freedom back, your freedom back. So you can absolutely repent. You can change your ways. You can do all of that. And I am even here to tell you that the past doesn't even matter at all. No matter what you've done, it's not going to follow you into your new life. It is not going to become it, because here's another fallacy everybody, or little falsity everybody is believing right now, is that there is a past and there is a future. That is a lie too. They didn't want you to know that too. That's why they've created all these movies, the news, TV shows, and all that stuff based on things that have happened in the past, storylines that get you hooked into past and future. They don't allow you, they don't let you know that you're completely and totally empowered to create whatever the heck you want, because we are creators in God's image, being present in the moment. So that means all your sins are forgiven already. You are already completely pure if you just decide to be. The past is completely and totally 100% irrelevant, okay? All you have to do is stay in the present from now on, forget your past, just let it go, and step into the beautiful light of this moment. Just listen to my voice. Listen to the space between my words right now. Drop the whole world and everything in it. Just be here with me and let it all melt away. Any stories of what you've done, what you didn't do, anything you've harmed, any harm you've caused, any ill intention you had, any bad energy you put out there, I don't care what it is. It's time to come to the light. This is pretty much your last chance, because your ship is sinking and no amount of money is going to save you. That new house, not going to save you. Nothing's going to save you but changing your heart. So when you rely on God completely, when you rely on spirit, it will absolutely bring your wildest dreams to fruition. And I've seen it, guys. I have seen it myself. I have been in the 5D 3 times before. And it's not like being human at all. I mean, you're here. You're in the world, but you're not of it. Trust me. You can manifest things like instantly. Anything that you need or even think of, it would be nice to have some toilet paper. Guess what? You got a surplus of toilet paper coming in. And it comes in through some kind of crazy freak miracle. Some of you are experiencing some of those miracles right now, and I know you are, because I am. And the universe shows me things through my own experiences, and that I hear from you guys in your readings and all kinds of things to verify and confirm those things. So I'm just going to set that aside for now. So I have a list of some questions to go through today. And some of them I'm going to go deep on, and some of them I'm just going to brush over really quickly. I want you to know that I really don't know anything that's going on in the news right now. These questions were given to me to ponder and to go over by spirit. And I like it that way. I don't have too much information. I'm just going purely on what spirit says to me about these questions that have been posed to me. Okay. So that's where I'm coming from. Don't ask me, well, what about this aspect or what about that aspect? When I give you these answers, they're just what Spirit is saying about it, okay? Like when I asked about, like, why is the toilet paper disappearing off the shelves? What the hell is going on right now? What my guide said to me, or my higher self, Celeste, as you guys know her. So what Celeste said to me was rumors, just rumors. So sometimes it's really simple and sometimes a lot more complex. And sometimes there are many levels to things and sometimes timelines shift. You guys got to go with the flow and keep your faith and stay in God right now. Keep choosing love. Okay. Keep choosing your own body and your own body's ability to heal itself. Keep choosing to stand up for your own right for freedom as a sovereign human being. And I don't mean by fight, I mean just sternly state your boundaries and be confident with a smile on your face about all that you do and be an inspiration to anyone who sees you. Give other people permission to be themselves as well by not giving into the bullying. Yeah, I mean, it's so many things are going to come to light soon, guys, like within the next few months. But something's going to happen in October, and I've been feeling like it's going to have to do with finances. So I would assume that's the quantum financial system, but I don't know. So, and I just heard the word flood. So again, with the flood, a flood of information. I feel like this time it's actually information. I've felt the water flood before, like when we were having the slides and stuff just before that, but then now I'm feeling like information flood. So they just said, brace yourselves in the best of ways. So this is going to be such an exciting time. So someone gave me these questions and I asked other people, especially this particular person, to let me know a list of questions that everybody in general has right now that they feel, everybody's asking right now. Okay. These are like the buzz. But again, I know nothing about these things. I'm just going to read off her questions and I'm going to answer with what I get from it. Okay. All right. And I know hardly anybody, guys. When you guys say names of political people and stuff, I don't have a clue who you're talking about. I'm really quite clueless, but I do that on purpose because I really want to stay in the moment right now. And I really want to stay in a high vibration. I'm trying to manifest my highest timeline, and all of you should be doing the same thing. And I really highly recommend everybody meditating and doing Qigong or whatever you can to stay present in the moment and to stay empowered and to be healing your bodies and detoxing from any metals right now. Okay. Is the situation in Australia part of the pantomime or movie? Why is it so severe? Is it because they're clearing the dumps and they need people safe at home? I just got a yes, but it's only part of it. Why is it so severe? Because a lot of people are looking at Australia right now as they are the leaders on the forefront of being used as an example. It's not even an experiment, guys, because they know they will have success, but they are pushing it. They're letting the Australians, it feels like a karmic balancing because Australia's had so much nefarious activity that they now are the ones who need to kind of head up the revolution, is what they're saying. It's like they're heading up a revolution and they're going to be the inspiration for the rest of the whole entire world. So they will rise up. They will rise up. And when they do, it's going to create like an avalanche of incredible activity, inspired activity all over the world. So they've been chosen. They just said that they're the lucky ones in the sense that they've been chosen to be the leaders. They've been chosen to be the leaders and to be the inspiration for the rest of us. So the rest of the world is watching really closely, you Australians, to see what you do with this little test. I do feel like there are beings that are kind of spotting it. They just said ETs. So you're being watched over. You guys are being kind of like, oh, come this way, come this way. You're kind of being spotted. like you would like lifting weights, somebody standing on the sides, just making sure that it's not going to crush you, that weight's not going to crush you. They're going to lift it back up, help you lift it back up if you need it. But they're trying to see how far you'll go yourself. How much strength do they have by themselves before we have to come in and lift it up. They just said ensured success. You have ensured success in this endeavor. So move if you have to, leave your job if they insist, but make sure you get it in writing that they fired you for that reason so that you can go back and do the class action lawsuit. Any kind of, if there are any, police or anybody like that who try to enforce and try to push things on you, make sure that you note everything you possibly can to and let them know you're going to be in big trouble. You guys know that you're in the wrong and you're going to be in big trouble. So just know that. I'm warning you right now. If you proceed to do this to me, you are violating so many rights I can't even tell you. And you are not following the law, and you are not actually holding up your oath, which is to protect the people, not the government, not the nefarious people. You're not working for the bad guys. You're working for us, okay? So you need to be protecting us. So including all of us, not segregated parts of us, those who've had something and haven't had something. You are to not discriminate, but to protect all human beings in all ways. And right now, human beings are being very violated. So you guys need to be busting your tails in a different way. You need to be busting against the bad people to stop them from harming human beings right now. So anyway, give them a good warning that they're going to get in some serious trouble if they proceed. So I've heard many of them have been backing off with that warning. Okay. So, and is it because they're clearing out the dumps and they need people safe at home? Absolutely, 100%. Yes, that is going on. And it is, yes, it's part of the movie, but they also want to say, like, look, you guys are going to win this thing. And we know that. I mean, you guys are going to rise up and have your victory. It's just a matter of time. So they're just kind of waiting on you guys as they go, okay, come on. And you guys are doing that. And it's very inspiring. It is going to let up. They said it is going to let up, but it's just, they're waiting for the big glorious moment. When is the big glorious moment going to happen? Within 3 to 4 weeks, there should be more relief in Australia. There should be, and obviously if you guys start anticipating this too much, it could move things around too. That trying to predict the future is very malleable for you guys to know. This is not a factual thing. This is called channeling, and it's talking with spirits, and the intuition speaks, and it's very cryptic. So it could even be like symbolic. A lot of what they say is symbolic. So those who've been watching my channel for a while now, you guys know that. You guys are great at trying to figure out the symbolism in it and whatnot. But for those of you who are new or skeptical or whatever, say, well, this needs to be fast, and that didn't happen in 3 to 4 weeks. You guys, you guys will be learning to rely on your own intuition. You'll be learning some of these things for yourself. So may as well start to digest it now. It's a fluid thing, okay? So bear with me in terms of timing. I'm just trying to give you guys a peace of mind at the moment. So, if it turns out to be 6 to 8 weeks, fine, great. Believing the 3 or 4 weeks for now was a placebo that got you by and made you feel better for the 3 or 4 weeks. Do you know what I'm saying? Spirit works in mysterious ways is what I'm saying. All right. Okay. Is Mr. B an actor or a clone or both? Actor or clone? I feel like he's a clone, but I feel like actors have been involved. Yes. So yes to both. He is not who he says he is. He is a fake, a phony, and I feel sorry for the guy who's having to play him. That would suck. So, because I can't even imagine. I hope they're going to do something. I don't know. Wow. The times to come. They just said victorious times to come. So, is he dead? Yes, he is. Been a couple of years. It feels like it's been at least a couple of years. Yeah. So wait, somebody just jumped in and asked, so why did they make a dead person president. Because he's playing a vital role in the waking up of our society, basically. He's helping the world awaken. He's playing the villain, is basically what's going on. He is attempting to, or he's looking like he's attempting to drive our world into communism, basically, and artificial, nefarious AI. So the negative, artificial intelligence, which is actually our ego too. It's our egos are a part of artificial intelligence, and you are steered by this negative AI through sin, again, being misaligned with God and aligned with fear. See how that all ties together? Okay, so he's been an instrumental part. They just said it, an instrumental part of helping wake everybody up. Okay, is Mr. T coming back? If so, when? No. No, he's not. Watch my video with Michelle Fielding if you want to dive into that deeper, because we go into why that is. This all has to, you guys, we haven't had a president for a long time. I don't know how long it's been, but it's been a really long, like one of the Bushes, I think like the Bush Senior, no, Bush Junior, one of the Bushes. Russell J. Gould talks about when that happened, in his video, Last Flag Standing. So you may want to watch that video just for timelines and to see when that happened, but we're also no longer a United States. And that goes into a really complicated thing. We no longer even really have a legal system. We no longer have the IRS. It's not functioning. We don't even have, we don't have a constitution. We've been in martial law for like a long time. You guys didn't even know. We didn't know, because I didn't know either. So there's so much that has to come out yet. Yeah. Has CCP been taken down? I just got a yes. Has CCP been taken down? Yep, I get a yes again. Which is the next country to become free like Afghanistan? Which is the next country to become free like Afghanistan? I just got Israel. Israel. Who's after Israel? Who's after Israel? Another country with a long name. Czechoslovakia. All right. What is the next move? I just got Biden taken like this. I shouldn't say his name. The B-man. I just saw the B-man picked up like this and thrown out. So that I guess is the next move. Was the volcano that erupted in the Canary Islands created by a bomb to take down the infrastructure underwater that creates hurricanes for the BH? Was the volcano that erupted in the Canary Islands created by a bomb to take down the infrastructure underwater that creates hurricanes for the BH? That's hilarious. Was the volcano erupted? Yes. Yes. Absolutely. Are there any? No, just very direct. Yes, absolutely. On all counts. Are the hurricanes creating machine over now? Are the hurricane creating? Oh, is the hurricane creating machine over now? Yes. Okay. Is the observatory in Arecibo, Puerto Rico still being used to manipulate hurricanes? No. Has it been taken down? Yes. Is being taken down currently. How about the other facilities in Central America? Well, since I don't know what they are, I don't know, but let me feel that out. How about the other facilities in Central America? Are those being taken down? Yes. Have they been taken down? No, not all of them. About half of them. How many? Okay, so that's about, yeah. How about the other? Okay, is the ever grand going down the peak of the CCP going down? Yes. What is that? Hang on a minute. It's being turned back around. Looks like it's going this direction and it's turning back this way. So maybe they changed their ways. Maybe it goes back to where it came from. I'm not sure what that means, but I just totally saw a U-turn. If that could be a symbolic U-turn or a literal U-turn. Or is that a distraction or a psyop? Is it a distraction or a psyop? It's all of the, it's both. It's both, but it's going to end at a certain point and turn back around. Why so many ships off the coast of California? Inspections. Why so many ships off the coast of, yep, I feel like a stop sign. I just saw a stop sign. And I just saw, like, you know, that toxic sign, like skull and bones. So looking for toxins, looking for toxic things, looking for, is it toxic? Is it chemicals? Chemicals, yes. Harmful elements, yes. Now, this is this why they're saying that there's going to be food shortage? No. Okay, is this having to do, oh, is that why they're doing that? Okay, they're saying that there's a food shortage to make sure that you guys have stocked up, because they're showing a combing through, like a flea comb. So they're combing through everything, just checking and double checking to make sure that we no longer have poison in the air. You know, like those things that fly, that go behind an airplane, trying not to say certain words, that mist that flies that goes behind the airplanes. Is it beneficial now? Yes. But they're basically doing a cleanup job everywhere in every way. You guys know that there was human meat in our ground products, right? Things like that. They're just like, you know, and there's so many horrible toxic chemicals in our prepared foods. So they're just going through, meticulously combing through all of that. So they're not sure how long that process is going to take. So it feels like, to be on the safe side, they're making up rumors to make sure that everybody, you know, put some extra food away so that they'll be okay through that process, and they can take their time and be really thorough. They don't want to feel rushed. They really want to, you know, and they also are putting out a signal to the minions that are left that might try to do some sneaky stuff. They're by the backup. You know how when you get backed up, it's a little bit intimidating. Well, will I make it on the boat? Am I gonna get in? You start sweating it a little bit, you know. So I feel like it's a psyop in a good way, like kind of telling the bad people, the ill-intended people, that you're gonna be really watched. You know, like, we got the dogs coming in here sniffing everything. We got, like, you're not going to make it through this, what do you call it? I can't think of the words, you know, bottleneck. You're not going to make it through the bottleneck without being very thoroughly inspected carefully. Okay. Okay. Is the GP murder a psyop? Is she alive? Yes, she's still alive. Is it CGI? Yeah, it's CGI. Is this a distraction from the WH or the BH? Yes, it is. Yes. So it's CGI. Is it really CGI or dummies or anything? No, CGI. They're in fact, it feels like if you were to look at it closely, you would actually be able to see. Remember when Mr. B put his hands through the microphones of the reporters? It's like nobody caught that. None of the brainwashed people caught that. But yeah, something like that. There should be something like that in there. I haven't watched any. I don't even know what you guys are talking about. I mean, I have a clue. Somebody mentioned to me something about like a girl and a guy type of thing going on, but I didn't really hear much about it. But if it's that case, yeah, it's a psyop. Let me just hang on a minute. Whoa. Well, the world truth cards are disagreeing, it seems, but it could just mean something, some other aspect. Huh? Says the person thing. Now, these are world truth cards, so I've got these on my website, but you have to order a reading with it if you want to check that out. The person, thing, or situation you're inquiring about is dead and buried, either literally or figuratively. You'd have to dig pretty deep to find it if it exists, or go to a whole other realm of reality. And also, this has already been made known and is out in the open. It just hasn't reached the total population yet. Interesting. Any financial concerns you have, fear not. You're coming into a very prosperous future, even if there are some bumps along the way. Just hang tight and don't worry. Abundance lies ahead. So was there money involved in the situation? Yes. Somebody paid to look dead. Okay. Paid to look dead. This situation is temporary. This too shall pass. Is it going to be made known that she's alive later? Yes. Interesting. This is being prevented and or stopped for your protection. It will not be successful. Know that spirit has your back. So, all right. So why did you guys say that she no, she's not dead. They said not she, well, then who's dead? Somebody else? No. Oh, dead in the water, like dead end, like something about it, like just died, like not having enough proof or evidence, or like something, like it's going to be dropped or something, maybe. Yeah, they said yes when I said dropped. So it's going to get dropped, I guess. But it'll come out in the open. We'll be able to, we'll figure out that she's alive. Okay. Okay. So is anybody dead in the situation? No, nobody. All right. You never know at this time what's real and what's not, guys. Is the BLM murderer also alive to start a BLM movement? Oh, I don't think she meant to write that. Is the BLM murderer also alive? I don't know what she's talking about, to start a BLM movement. Well, let me just answer the question for whatever comes to me. Whatever she was intending to ask, and if you guys can figure it out, what she's actually asking, then what is the answer? Is it, maybe she meant, is the BLM murder also a lie? I think she maybe meant a lie. Is it a lie? Yeah. Which also would mean that it's alive. You know, the person is alive. I have no idea what she's talking about here. Is it to start a BLM movement? Yes. Well, yes, but it's also, well, they're trying to show how the nefarious people were planning to really cause division in every way, shape, and form. So yeah, kind of awaken we still have division, we still have segregation, we still have, like to bring the preposterousness of it all. To just really make people scratch their heads, really just be like, question everything, to question things. Anything else about that? There are many beneficial things replacing the old things meant to harm us. Believe and look forward to these great solutions and changes. Okay, so this is like the theme of today. Basically, this is the theme of today, is that all the things that once were scary are being replaced by good things right now. So there are delays and it seems like nothing's happening, but it's only because they're revamping systems. They're getting rid of the bad people. They are training reporters right now. Am I right? Yeah, they're training reporters to replace the bad ones and or retraining the bad ones, getting rid of the clones, because there are clone reporters. There are also our lawyers are getting retrained for quantum grammar. They're learning the right way to speak and to spell, and then it's going to spill down to the rest of us. We're all going to have lessons and learn how to even, this situation is just temporary. This too shall pass. Miracles and wonderful changes are ahead. You will be pleasantly surprised at the end results and the blessings to come. So they're kind of sneaking in this encouragement as we go along here. And the finances, I think we need to address that. Hopefully she's got this in here about the finances, because I feel like we're going to be just fine with that. Oh, they said get out of stock market. Out. They just went like this with stock. They said stock out. Metals stay. Stock out though. If I guess, is it true that if they're invested in metals in the stock market, then that's stable? Depending. Is uranium safe? Yeah. Lithium? Yes. Silver? Yes. Gold? Yes. Platinum? Yes. Those are all good. Are there any other metals? I don't know. I don't know. Okay, then she's got blackouts, 10 days of darkness. How long will it last? 1 day? But we're not going to have are we having the 10 days of darkness? No, we're having 1 day of darkness. Yes. Similar, I guess, to when we lost Facebook and stuff for a bit, and everybody's, oh, I got so many messages. My Facebook's down, my WhatsApp's down, and all that stuff. That was exciting. I was like, yeah, things are going down. So is it still upcoming? Yes. Will it seem scary? A little bit. Yeah. No communication kind of thing. Yeah. So we may not be able to reach anybody. So, but they know how much that would panic everybody. So I think they tried to squeeze it down into a day. So, everything that I'm saying, don't be alarmed if it lasts 3 days or 10 days, just because I'm picking up on 1 day doesn't mean it's going to be 1 day, but be prepared. I mean, I've got all kinds of, solar stuff and whatnot. Well, if it's darkness, we may not even, is it going to be that the sky is dark as well? Yeah, it could be. It could actually be that the sky is dark. So I guess just, prepare, what would you need or what would you do if it was just totally black and maybe even cold? Is it coming soon? Yeah. Is it going to be in October, November-ish? But before December, feels like before December, we might experience this thing. Is it possible that this is just an energetic thing, that it's not even a physical thing that we would see in our world? Is it just energetic? No, we would know. Yeah, it'll scare us a little bit. Oh, is it related to the MSM? Oh my gosh. It might be their opportunity to take down the MSM, mainstream media, for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, EBS, yes or no? I get a no right now. Feel like they're trying to avoid it if they can. That's the emergency broadcast system. Okay, they're going to avoid it if they can. Is it going to be like, would it be like the mainstream media goes down during the blackout, and then when we come back up, all of a sudden we have all new people and reporters and things? Oh my gosh, they said yes. And they're speaking the truth and stuff. What happens to the bad guys? Oh, I just saw them arrested, like handcuffs taken away. Holy cow. And I just saw them wearing, those night glasses where you can see in the dark. So maybe they're going to do a raid or something. Maybe I shouldn't be saying this. Well, that maybe put it off a little bit. Hopefully not, though. My channel's small enough to where it won't. I doubt that'll get out. They wouldn't tell me. Would you? You wouldn't tell me. They don't usually would. They wouldn't tell me something that isn't okay to say. Let me just say it that way. Okay. Although my human side is like, oh. Okay, is the EBS the start of the domino effect? Oh yeah. But when I said that, I meant the blackout, not the EBS, because the EBS, it doesn't look like the EBS is going to happen. But yes, the blackout thing that I was just describing, like going in and raiding the MSM. Yeah. That's going to be the domino effect. It's going to be a domino effect. It's already, they just showed me like the ring of dominoes, and it's like the B-man taking out goes blink, but it doesn't get the whole thing going. But this other stuff will. I want to ask real quick, like when, nah, I'm not going to do that. Not yet. I'm having an up and coming talk with Michelle Fielding, and we're going to explore what I was going to explore more thoroughly. Okay. So when will the mandate stop? I just saw 11, like November. Is it November this year? Yes. And toward the end of November, possibly. I just feel like there's some kind of cutoff in December. Something about December. Like, it's like, no, what about that? I'm seeing almost like a wall, like things going all the way till the end of November. And then December, there's like they even just said celebration in December. There could be some good, money coming. I just saw like money. So we could have something positive happen financially in December. that kind of stops. It gets the attention going this way instead of, on the false sickness. Just be aware that this whole play and this whole movie is to put our attention on certain things. So don't get sucked into taking sides, or, try to start reading in between the lines a little bit. Try to start reading in between the lines, because I do believe that the good guys are in charge now. They are in charge now. And that's why the bad guys are, a lot of the nefarious minions are scrambling right now to choose a side, because they're going down. That ship is sinking. So some of them feel like, well, I'm gonna sink in luxury. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna sink in luxury. But the smart ones are bailing, and they're coming to the light. All right. Is zeolite, vitamin D, C, and zinc important? Vital, they said. Absolutely vital. Zeolite, yes. Vitamin D, yes. C, yes. Zinc, yeah. Zeolite, I don't know anything about zeolite, so I'll have to look into that myself. Are they spraying us with hydro blah, 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 blah? Yes. Wow, really? Wow, that's amazing. Okay, so what percent of the population is actually, this is the question I wanted to ask. What percent of the population are actually awake or awakening to where they're really questioning things? 82-ish, 80, 82, between 80, 82, 80, 82. Those that are, hang on, 80, 82, yeah, 80, 82. They keep going back and forth, 80, 82. Yeah. More the people who are actually quite concerned about it. So that doesn't include, I guess, the people who are just barely starting to like, this is kind of weird, All right. When will NESARA or GESARA start? I just got November again. However, I've been feeling like October something financial will happen. So maybe it's like, the quantum financial system gets plugged into, what is that system called? I was going to say Starlink. Maybe that gets started up like in October, and then November. Has Starlink already been started up? Yes. Oh, well, then maybe it gets put in place, or it gets like used more regularly in October. Yes. Okay. So then in November is NESARA, GESARA. So yeah, that makes sense. It has to go in steps. You have to work out the flaws, make sure it's working properly. Then you get it integrated into all the banks and all the systems. For those of you who don't know about Starlink, it's pretty much like, it kind of feels like a force field, actually, but it's going to be our internet. It's going to be our internet. It's going to be where we get our energy, our heat, it's going to be the system, and it's going to involve quantum grammar. It's going to involve quantum financial system. It's going to involve shopping. It's going to involve travel. It's going to involve every aspect of our lives, every kind of electronic or energetic part of our lives. Is it going to cause, healing in the quantum financials, not the quantum financial system, the med beds. So everything that fuels everything, cars too are going to run by Starlink. How cool is that? And Starlink's been taken over. EM is no longer alive. The real one that was the nefarious one up to no good. He now has a clone who I believe has a show now, or is going to have a show or something. So he's not the real guy, though. The guy who's out there now is actually, they just said beneficial, like helping. So the the Starlink system was taken over. It was once a bad thing, and now it's a beneficial. Again, they said beneficial. So, yeah. All right. Is the Dong Zim or Dinar RV first? No, I feel like it's going to take a little bit longer to do those. Like, oh, see that now that could be very well be December, because I said NESARA could be November, and then a month later they start delving out the cash. And I said that December something's going to happen like that, like people will be celebrating, excited about something. So I think we're gonna get a bunch of money in December. I just got a yes. Let's check the tarot. I don't have, believe it or not, I only have like a little deck right now of the tarot in front of me. I usually have those in front of me. Oh, they're over there because I was looking at something this morning. Okay, so is it true that we're gonna have a bunch of cash delved out? Ha! Whoa. We're gonna have a bunch of cash delved out in December. Yep. Okay, so bottom of the deck is secrets coming out. Okay, and knowing intuitively, right? So they're confirming, yes, what you're feeling with your intuition is true. It is going to heal. Okay, it's going to heal. It's going to be the white hat. So this is also the Mr. T card. So the white hats, the alliance, Mr. T is going to create dreams come true of financial abundance, everything you've ever had, everything you've ever wanted coming true, and things healing and reassessing and healing from things of the past. So, wow, some good confirmation. Oh, hang on a minute. They're talking about people going away from the devil, like they manifested this by putting up a fight, basically. Let's see. You guys are going to manifest it by putting up a fight with, using all your passion and all your faith to go away from the nefarious things and create a future. And then you're going to be given an opportunity from God, and a burden is lifted. The burden is let down around that time. And healing, another card about healing and going forward quickly into truth, integrity, honor. This is like a knight, Okay. Will silver be at $600 an ounce by December 21st? No. Sooner? Yes. Okay. 2,000K by next year? Yes. Reach 5,000K? Close. Almost. More? Can it be? No. It'll almost go up to like $49.95 or something. 40, I don't know. Okay, should we buy silver, gold, and crypto? Silver, yes. Gold, yes. Crypto, yes. Good crypto. Crypto that's backed by gold. Is it actually truly backed by gold? Yeah and no. Yes, mostly. So there are some good networks. XRP, Stellar, Doge. There are a lot of really good coins. I'll put the link down below for a crypto coach that could help women. She loves helping women to empower themselves and learn about crypto and invest in the right things. Her name is Lee Muirhead. And yeah, she could help. She has a group, Digital Intel Women. So if you guys are interested in getting into that, I would highly recommend her in her courses and things. She's wonderful. Will our money disappear? No. Is our money safe in the banks? Yes. Should we move them from, like, if they're in a big bank that's really well known that could have nefarious activity, should we move it to like a credit union or something? If it makes you feel better, yeah. If your bank has talked about having gotten a new system put in recently, do that. Okay, let me go get that. Hang on. All right. As ascension accelerated, they just said, hooray. So yeah, I guess that's a yes. Yeah. Ooh. Wow. We're actually very much inspiring the other side. Like they're really proud of us. I think a lot of good stuff is happening that we don't know about. Yes. They said breathe easy. Breathe easy. Whoa, Ariel. New psychic and spiritual experiences are changing the way you view the world and yourself. Allow your spiritual gifts to open through study, prayer, and meditation. Are you kidding me? Wow, many of you are becoming more intuitive, so yeah, and the veil is thin, is getting thin from the other side. Look at that. How's that for confirmation? Waves of prosperity. Dude, this is so awesome. Exercise to increase your energy and manifestation abilities. So the key to manifesting quickly is to have very high energy levels, and the easiest way to increase them is through physical exercise. One of the easiest ways. Choose a fun and meaningful activity that you look forward to and exercise. It'll become its own reward. Maybe that's for some of you, you need to do that. And it's also a great stress relief. But like I said, I recommend like Qigong too. Donations, tithing, and charitable work. Guess what that is? Humanitarian projects, guys. So, and this is what I'm big on this channel is true love. True love needs to come together right now. You deserve love. So know that because it is coming for you. Well, she's pointing right at me. It's funny. I'll take it. It's safe for you to love. So know that it is safe for you to love. And I feel like, and I've said this for a long time now, the world and true love has been going hand in hand. What's happening in the true love journey is also happening across the globe in our world in general too. So, and I'll do a blessing in just a minute and we'll look at that to shield ourselves. Okay. I'll shield, look at that. And shielding eternal love, dude. Like, are you kidding me right now? You're being protected as you come into union with your true love. As you guys become these power couples, you're going to inspire the hell out of everybody. And we're all going to help shape this new earth going forward. Okay, so let me do that blessing right now because that was pretty amazing. Look at that. Oh my God, guarded and protected. I had an amazing miracle with Archangel Michael recently, and this is just total confirmation. There's a little wink at you, Michael, my little noble knight. Okay. Come on, Natayin says she he ilahan papa maan. Chinchi he lahana taike he in sase. He ila oma manate na eke inse. Shishi huma hamanate la. He inka ina shin sase. Hi. Hopo mamahana te la sanse shiki inate. Ha la ho oma ana taila. Shishi hinsa se inakela. Beautiful. You guys are totally surrounded by angels protecting, guiding and protecting you guys as you go. As you take leaps of faith, they just said. The lighting just got funky in here, didn't it? All right. Will we be in 5D by 2025 or sooner? Sooner, 2023. 2023, 24, 25, yeah, 23. Fully 5D by when? 2076. Fully 5D by when? 71. 2071. Have the Anons turned? Have the Anons turned? Who do we trust? Ourselves. Our own intuition. Shouldn't be following anybody. Have the Anons turned? Have the Anons turned? Have the Anons turned? I feel like they've more turned off, if that makes sense. I don't feel they've become bad or nefarious or anything like that. Yeah, trust yourself. You know, you should do cards on everybody, like anyone you watch on YouTube or any readers, you know, anybody, me, I don't care, you know, I won't take it personally. Check your tarot cards. You guys should have divination tools at home. If you don't, you better get some tarot cards and some oracle cards and world truth cards whatever tools you have, you need to be relying on yourself right now more than anything. Be doing this. This was a great session for me too, because I'm checking it all. I'm totally open to these answers being anything that comes out. Like some of these answers I was surprised by. So check everything. Protection. Can we astral travel? Is it okay to connect with our galactic families now? Okay. Can we astral travel? Of course why can't we? Was there an issue with that? Can we astral travel now? Yeah. Always make sure you have your silver cord attached. Don't ever leave the cord, I guess. Stay attached to the cord. They want to say a card with that. Music for manifesting. So maybe have music playing or something. Maybe that's important for anchoring you or grounding you to this place. Yeah, try different ventures and experiences as a way to grow and learn. So yeah, if you've been thinking of doing that. They said also music or toning can also be good for some of you if you've been thinking of doing that. Incorporate music in your routine. I just, was doing something this morning and I just put on some music while I was doing it. Even I just had 10 minutes before I was going to do something else, but it made a lot of difference to put on some music. And I got some signs and synchronicities from those songs that came on. Okay. Is it okay to connect with our galactic families now? Now, I just was talking to someone yesterday. I think it was on the live, maybe. I do a live Q&A every Monday and Thursday if you guys want to watch those, or you can always contribute a question, ask a question. Yeah, and the directions and instructions are beneath all of my videos, so you can always check that out if you're interested in participating in the Q&As. But basically, yes, it's always fine to connect with your galactic family. They're not necessarily going to show themselves in the physical because they are afraid they're going to scare you to death. And they're probably right. They know better than you do. You may be confident and feel like, oh yeah, well, please just pop in my living room so I know for sure you exist or whatever. But they know, they can tell. Fairies can even tell if you're a good person. If you're good to animals and old people and people with kind hearts, fairies will really help you and be an active part of your life. If you're not, they'll see right through it, just like a dog will growl at somebody who's like, I don't know about you. It's kind of the same thing. So extraterrestrials, they've got a really good radar as to whether or not you can handle something. So they're not going to appear to you like that yet until you're ready to handle it. But I would definitely put out some signals to them that you are willing and you give your free will permission to see your family. I would just I do have a video here on YouTube. Just put my name in with, all of a sudden it just jumped out of my head, Divine Guidance Council meeting. Hold a Divine Guidance Council meeting. And I teach you how to do that, but do it with the intention of connecting with your family and see what they have to say. Start talking to them in the 5D energetically first. And then you will see them eventually. You guys will establish a relationship. And then eventually you will be able to see them in the physical later. Yeah. But you're going to have to establish some rapport with them first. And so a good place to start is to just talk to them. Just like right now, I'm open. I'd love to see you when the time is right. I'd love to hear any messages from you at any time. You want to give it to me. It's a lot simpler than we think. All of it. So I also want to really encourage everybody watching right now to really expedite your healing. If there's anything that bothers you right now that you're really upset about, I want you to bring it to mind right now. We're going to do a quick little exercise that we did on the live yesterday. Okay, so think about your problem, the thing that you wanted to complain to all your friends about. What did you call your friends about yesterday to just, this really bothers me. It just drives me crazy when this thing happens or whatever, or when that doesn't happen, or, oh man, the timelines keep getting pushed back, like what's really going on? Like anything that's really making you mad, I want you to put your hand on your heart and say, thank you. Thank you. Think about that situation and say, thank you. And maybe something comes to mind as to why you actually are thankful for that. Now, I have another exercise called Thank You, God, for My Misery. It's a written exercise you could do too, but this is kind of along the same lines. Ask yourself, how is that true that I am thankful for that? Think about this problem again. Thank you. Thank you. There shouldn't be anything in your life that you can't do that to. Test yourself. Go through everything that really pisses you off, everything that really gets your goat, and put your hand on your heart like that and say thank you. And feel that directed at that situation and see what arises within you. Yeah, that's true. I am thankful, actually. I am thankful for that. And your spirit will show you why you're grateful for that, why you should be thankful for that. Because it's all divinely guided. There are no mistakes. We're on the right track. We're on a very high timeline. We're going to have a celebration, you guys. So right now, that ship has sailed and there are a bunch of like any kind of nefarious minions are jumping in their rafts and they're trying to swim out to us as quick as they can because we're going places, where we're staying right here, but we're soaring to new heights and new wonderful experiences are on the horizon, and we need to keep open to miracles and new information. This is going to be a whole different thing, having that Starlink thing going on, right, Annie? It's going to be we're going to have to get used to things, and we're a little bit on guard, some of us who've learned, all that was going on behind the scenes we had no clue about. So we might be a little defensive, but, just as when you come out of an abusive relationship, you can't abuse the next person. It's not fair to abuse somebody with a good, kind heart that wants to start a relationship with you. You don't want to take it out on them. You want to do the healing, So do whatever healing you can so that you're not jaded for the new start, because you want to be open that there are good things also happening. We have one. Starlink could be a good thing. Some things that we thought were pretty scary might not be so scary. They might actually be helpful, or, just have an open mind, be very discerning, listen to your intuition, sort through everything. Don't just believe anyone. And if anybody is toxic in your life whatsoever, get rid of them. And I don't mean in a bad way. I mean, like, have really good boundaries, have really good boundaries, and just minimize your exposure to negative people and toxic environments. You're manifesting very rapidly right now, so take advantage of that. I've been praying for my friends, and I've seen miracles start to happen for them. So pray as if it's already happened. Thank you, God, for getting that person the help that they need in that area of their life where they're struggling. Thank you so much that you created a miracle for them in their life. I mean, I swear, like the next day after I pray that, all of a sudden this incredible thing happens for these people that are my friends. So, and I have my daily boost, and I've been hearing good things about those in my daily boost as well. So when I do my Qigong or meditation, I will focus on those that are in my daily boost, and they've been feeling it. So we're very powerful right now, and you may not even know, but there could be a real intuitive wisdom rising up in you and going to deeper depths, like that card was saying. So don't just assume you're the same as you were yesterday, even. Just thank you so much that I become more and more aware of how much more expanded I am than I was even yesterday. Thank you, God, so much that you keep showing me more and more of what I'm capable of. Thank you so much that you show me more and more of my powers, abilities, and how empowered I am at this time, and how worthy I am of my love, of my true love. Thank you, God, that things are really working out for us in a really powerful way. I'm so excited that everything is turning around, to our benefit and our advantage. It's so exciting to see people rising up. It is so exciting to see people standing up for what they believe is the right thing. Thank you, God, so much that people are becoming sovereign, that they're really making their own decisions, not relying on anybody else's opinions or anything anybody else says or thinks, that they're thinking for themselves and that they're empowering themselves and they're like relying on their intuition. Whatever you want to affirm, thank God for it already happening or already having happened. That's your quickest way to be manifesting right now. Okay, so I'm going to read a sacred destiny card for us. All right, Spirit, what do you want to tell us right now? Flow. And I just saw courage and diligence and enlightenment. All right, and flexibility. All right. Meandering river. Yeah, that sounds like us right now. A meandering river is a waterway that curves, bends, turns, and seems to swing side by side as it flows forward. Viewed from above, it looks sinuous and even snake-like. Meandering rivers are dynamic as they wind their way across valley floors and bring life-giving sediment to new habitats. The word meander was derived from the ancient Meander River, which flows into the Aegean Sea. The Greeks created symbols for meander that have been described as some of the most important symbols for the ancient Greek culture. They represented the fluid movement of water and the eternal flow of all life. The twisting patterns were also thought to represent the serpent, which was the symbol of healing. Hence, our present-day symbol for doctors is the caduceus. Caduceus. The sacred landscape wants you to know there are times to hold on tight to the shore and there are times to enter the flow. Notice where life is going and move in that direction. Yeah, see, be adaptable to the things that are coming. Watch for the signs and follow them. Don't resist. When you go with the flow, your life force expands and healing on all level abounds. This is also the time to release old limiting patterns, beliefs, and forgive, and let go of the need to be right and your beliefs being right. If you aren't feeling the smooth currents of life, it might mean that you're being self-critical or judgmental, which means you need to do that healing I've been talking about. When you enter the flow with gratitude and love, thank you. You will enter into a state of grace and healing will abound. So if you're watching this, you're already on a really high timeline. Just continue to heal. Continue to stay on your path. Don't get rattled by the things you're hearing. They're just still trying to wake everybody up. You know, as someone said to me today, yeah, when you hear that, just know that's not for you. That's for them. That's to wake up and alarm them. But it's not going to harm you. So just keep doing what you've got to do to give yourself some peace of mind. And we're going to be celebrating soon. Okay, guys. Stay in the flow of life and stay open to what's to come because some wonderful, miraculous things are coming in abundance in all forms. All right, guys, sending a big hug and love to you. Have a beautiful day. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. And I will talk to you the next time I feel inspired to make one of these. Bye.